How to Write an Argumentative Essay by Walter Kimmel. So your teacher or professor just asked you to write an argumentative essay and you have no idea where to start. Lucky for you, you've just found the best argumentative essay tutorial on the internet. I myself am an experienced essay writer who's written numerous argumentative essays for debate classes. Today, I will show you how to write an argumentative essay. I will give you a step-by-step tutorial of how to write an excellent argumentative essay with a thesis, appropriate evidence, body paragraphs, and a conclusion, along with general guidelines and tips for writing your essay. At the end of this tutorial, you should be able to write a well-structured argumentative essay with all the necessary, appropriate elements. The only prerequisites you need to write an argumentative essay are something to write with, something to write on, and a topic to write about. You can use pencil or paper, or you can type on a computer, simply any method that allows you to record written words. Your topic, if not given to you, can be a little trickier. It needs to be a debatable topic, not something in which the public is unified. An example of a debatable topic would be methods for dealing with COVID in the United States. On the other hand, an example of a topic that would not be very debatable is whether or not cancer is dangerous. Cancer is obviously dangerous, and there's no disagreement on that topic, so it is a poor topic for an argumentative essay. First of all, a good argumentative essay has four main components: a strong evidence-supported thesis statement, an introduction introducing your thesis statement, body paragraphs created from your evidence, and finally, a conclusion that restates your thesis considering the evidence presented. These four main components will also make up the four main steps of this tutorial. We start off with step 1, craft an evidence-supported thesis statement. The first thing you want to do with an argumentative essay is to craft a strong thesis statement. This thesis statement is what the rest of your essay will support. According to the Purdue Online Writing Lab, your thesis statement should be 1 to 2 sentences and it should be a debatable claim. What this means is that your thesis statement should be something that people have differing opinions on. An example of a bad thesis statement would be, marijuana is a drug that has both recreational uses and medicinal uses. You want to avoid making thesis statements like this that are not actually claims. Marijuana is indeed used both recreationally and medicinally, but that is more of a fact than a debatable claim. Instead, your thesis statement could be something like, marijuana should be legalized nationally because, followed by whatever your main points are. This thesis statement makes a claim that is heavily debated across the nation and has arguments for both sides, therefore making it a good thesis statement for an argumentative essay. Once you have your thesis statement, you must start gathering evidence to support your thesis. You should have at least 3 pieces of evidence that each make a different point in support of your thesis statement. Your evidence can fall into several categories. It can be factual, logical, statistical, or anecdotal. No category of evidence is better than the other, but you should choose whatever type best supports your specific argument. Something you should avoid is cherry-picking evidence to support your thesis. That would be mildly unethical. Instead, as suggested by the UC Berkeley Student Learning Center, your thesis statement can and should evolve as you research and find new evidence. Step 2. Now that you have your thesis and evidence, you can build your introduction paragraph around it. According to writing instructors at Masterclass, your introduction paragraph should do 3 things. First, your introduction should have a hook to grab the audience's attention. This can be a rhetorical question, an interesting fact, or an anecdote. Whatever it is, it should be attention-grabbing and it should transition into the background of your topic, bringing us to the next feature your introduction should include. Your background information should help the audience better understand your argument. It is important that you remember that last part, helping the audience better understand your argument, as you want to avoid providing unnecessary background information that doesn't add anything to your essay. Finally, your introduction paragraph should state your thesis. Most of the time, your thesis should be the very last sentence of your introduction, setting up your essay to transition into your body paragraphs, bringing me to our next step. Step 3. Write your body paragraphs. Each of your body paragraphs should be focused on just one idea supported by your previously chosen evidence. These paragraphs will be written in PEAL format. PEAL stands for point, evidence, explanation, and link. Your point will function as your topic sentence and will introduce what point you are trying to make in that paragraph. Your evidence will be one of the previously chosen pieces of evidence, and your explanation will be your explanation for what that evidence means. Lastly, your body paragraph should end with a link back to your thesis statement. The link is a direct explanation of how your point and evidence support your thesis statement. You will repeat this process for each of your body paragraphs. Finally, once you have your minimum of 3 body paragraphs, we can move on to the final step. Step 4, write your conclusion paragraph. Your conclusion paragraph should begin with a smooth transition into the conclusion. And while your conclusion should not present any new information, it is an opportunity for you to insert your own opinion on what you think should be done with the information you have presented. Your essay can then conclude with a restatement of your thesis in light of the points and evidence you presented in your body, making a definitive closing statement to your argumentative essay. Now that we've gone through the 4 steps, you should be able to construct your own argumentative essay with an evidence-supported thesis statement, an introduction, body paragraphs, and a conclusion in that order. Now, go and write a fantastic argumentative essay. Good luck!